Hey there, welcome to Minna no Nihongo Lesson 1. Today we're starting from the very basics of Japanese grammar, the polite way of speaking, or ていねいけい. In this lesson, you learn how to introduce yourself, tell others what you do or where you're from, and ask simple questions in a natural and polite way. Don't worry, we'll go step by step, nice and easy. Let's get started. Alright, let's start with the most basic Japanese sentence pattern. Topic wa information です。This is how you introduce yourself or say something simple about someone or something. The particle wa marks the topic, what we're talking about, and です is the polite form of is or am. For example, 私はマイク・ミラーです。I am Mike Miller. ワンさんは中国人です。Mr. Wang is Chinese. And 医者です means I am a doctor. Just remember, wa marks the topic, not the subject, okay? Now, let's learn how to say something in a negative way, like I'm not or it isn't. To do that, we replace です with じゃありません or ではありません. Both mean is not or am not. じゃありません is more casual and used in everyday conversation, while ではありません sounds a bit more formal and polite. For example, 私はカール・シュミットじゃありません. I'm not Carl Schmidt. Easy, right? Just switch です with じゃありません. Now, let's learn how to ask questions in Japanese. It's actually really simple. Just add か at the end of a sentence and boom, it becomes a question. You don't even need to change the word order. For example, あの人は誰ですか means who is that person? Here, 誰 means who. If you want to be more polite, you can say どなた instead. And remember, あの人 means that person, while あの方 is the more respectful version. Super easy, right? Alright, now let's talk about the particle の. This tiny word connects two nouns, kind of like saying of or using an apostrophe s in English. The pattern is simple. Noun 1, の noun 2. For example, 私は IMC の社員です。I'm an employee of IMC. カリナさんは富士大学の学生です。カリナ is a student of Fuji University. And Watt さんは桜大学の先生です。Mr. Watt is a teacher at Sakura University. See, the particle の shows belonging or connection. Super useful. Next up, let's talk about the particle も. This one's super easy. It means also or to. You use it when the topic shares the same characteristic as something you just mentioned. For example, サントスさんはブラジル人です means Mr. Santos is Brazilian. Then we can say マリアさんもブラジル人です Maria is also Brazilian. See how も replaces は here? It connects the two sentences naturally, showing they share the same trait. Simple, right? Alright, let's wrap up this lesson by talking about age. 歳. In Japanese, you just add 歳 after a number to say how old someone is. For example, 9歳です means 9 years old, and 8歳です means 8 years old. To ask, you can say 何歳ですか? That's the casual way. Or おいくつですか? If you want to sound more polite. Be careful though, some numbers change a bit before 歳, like 1歳 for 1 years old and 8歳 for 8. Cute and useful, right? Before we finish, let's quickly review some essential vocabulary for introductions. These words will help you talk about people's nationality, occupation, and identity. For nationalities, we have 中国人 Chinese, ブラジル人 Brazilian, アメリカ人 American, and 日本人 Japanese. For jobs, you'll hear 医者 for doctor, 社員 for company employee, 学生 for student, and 先生 for teacher. And for referring to people, use あの人 for that person, or あの方 if you want to sound more respectful. For asking who, use 誰 casually or どなた politely. Try saying them out loud a few times. It really helps them stick. Great job! Now let's put everything you've learned together. Here's a simple self-introduction example. はじめまして。私はマイク・ミラーです。アメリカ人です。IMC の社員です。どうぞよろしくお願いします。This means, nice to meet you. I'm Mike Miller. I'm American. I work at IMC. Please treat me kindly. Try making your own introduction using the same pattern. Include your name, nationality, and occupation. Don't worry about getting it perfect. Just practice saying it out loud with confidence. Awesome work! You've made it to the end of lesson 1. Let's take a quick look back at what you've learned. You now know how to say basic sentences using wa desu, make negatives with じゃありません, ask polite questions with ですか, connect ideas with の, say also with も, and talk about age with さい. These 6 patterns are the foundation of polite Japanese conversation. Keep practicing and soon you'll be introducing yourself naturally in Japanese. 頑張ってください.